Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a GW Tiger P, the Tier 8 German SPG, and it's being commanded by Talon 1958, and he's on the defending spawn of Sand River. Now, as I've mentioned before, the GW Tiger P is a development of the Porsche Tiger, the chassis that was designed for the opposite number in the Tiger competition, or the Tiger project, which never got put into production. They decided they were going to design and build a version of the Tiger P which could be used for SPGs. Okay, he's looking for a target. Carries two different types of gun. There's a 17cm howitzer and a 21cm howitzer. Okay, his first target is a Type 5 Heavy. This is a Tier 10 game, and he's bottom tier. Trying to line him up. Unfortunately, that Type 5 kept going missing, kept going unspotted. Unfortunately, can't get into the river valley to get that Conqueror. What's he going for next? There's a T-32 there and a Type 92 nearby, but it looks like they're going to get into cover before he can shoot at them. Oh, he's fired around at the T-32. Oh, he tracked him! 330 hit points, 3 critical hits, one of which was his track. So he actually has made that T-32 vulnerable, and he's picked up some damage assistance. 261 hit points of damage assistance. There's the IS-3 that was accompanying them. Now, how long is it going to be till reload? 12 seconds to go. Unfortunately, that T-32 is going to get into cover. But the IS-3 looks still vulnerable, as well as the T-92. So he might still be able to hit them before they get into cover. Or maybe, maybe not. Well, he's fired. It hit the ridgeline. The T-92 had just jumped over. But the enemy's lost one of their tanks in the meantime. The T-54 has been hit. You can see the HE damage on the front of that tank. But Talon's going to move. He's going to take his vehicle east, and that's a wise decision because it looks like those enemy are headed south into the dunes, and there's a Centurion and a T-34-2 in front of them. And so it looks to me like both of those tanks are going to be holding the line. You can see a batch at 155.58 nearby. If Talon gets into that dip there, he should be able to hit quite a few of the enemy. But he's going to try and fire from where he is. There's a Type 5 Heavy there. That's the same one he was aiming at earlier. But this time he can see it and he can shoot it. He's loaded. Rounds out. It lands nearby, but it does more damage to the FV4202, and it tracks him in place. And that FV4202 is taking damage, so he's picking up stun assist. Okay, he's going to aim for the Type 5 Heavy, who really is in a bit of a hold down position where he is there. And that Wizzy 11114 has just damaged taken out the FV4202. So he's now going to try and aim for that Type 5 Heavy. It's a difficult shot, but it's only a few seconds left before he's ready to shoot. He's going to try and hit the rock face, I think, which will stun the Type 5. It does, and he's picking up stun assist. In fact, he's picking up a huge amount of stun assist. Look at that, 1,365 hit points of stun assist off the Type 5. That's a massive amount. His stun assist has now gone up to 2,324 in a matter of seconds. Okay, 13 seconds to reload. T-28 prototype hiding in the village. And you can see he's already taken some HE damage because there's yellow stains on his front fender. Or his side fender. Now I can't see it at the moment, but you can see from the damage that might be somebody there. I would say that T-28's dipped Oh no, he hasn't dipped. He is still there. Yeah, he's hiding behind the buildings. Now he's going to go into the dip. I'm pretty sure. Yep, he is going into the dip, and that will make him a lovely target for Talon. Rounds out. Oh, he did! And he picked up the stun assist as well. He landed the shell just behind the T-28, who was then subsequently taken out by the 155-58. So he picked up all the remaining hit points off that T-28. He hit them with 72 of splash and then got 91 stun assist. That was a really good shot. Now, there is a target, that T-54E1, but he keeps going unsighted again. In fact, I think he's being spotted by the T-54-2. Now, if he can just settle it down, he's almost ready to go. Rounds out. Direct hit right into the side at the rear. He tracked him. 454 hit points. That's a really good shot. I thought it was going to miss, actually. I thought it was going to fall behind, but he actually did get the rear of the tank. It's a pity he didn't get a fire, actually. Oh, look at that T-30. He's showing a yellow HE stain on the front of his tank. He's obviously been hit before, probably by the bat chat, because I don't believe that Talon's actually fired at that particular tank yet. Right, going after the T-54E1. He's loaded. Ready to go. Rounds out. Ah, it's 184 hit points of splash and 4 critical hits, which means obviously he's probably lost at least one crew member. That T-54E1 is moving into south. Oh, this is going to be awkward for the Centurion. No, there's a bit of ram damage there, but they've lost the Centurion to the E1. And you can see, look at the yellow stain. That's down to, I'm pretty sure that's down to Talon, that yellow stain in the front of that E1. But he's going to have to move again because the only defense he's got is the T-34-2, and he's pretty close to him right now. And the Batchat's also moving east rather. There's just about 3 minutes to go. This is an assault battle, so he needs to stay alive. But there's plenty of members on his team. Excuse me. There's still 9 on his team. The enemy only has 6 left. Alright, there's the Batchat firing at that E. And he's just actually taken out the E1. So the enemy now is effectively retreating. They're being pushed away. We know where the SU-142 is, the school bus. He's been spotted up north. And Talon's going to try and do a bit of counter battery, try and line him up for a shot, and oh, he's fired. Okay, I think the SU-14 stopped. It appeared they stopped just before Talon fired, so I'm not sure if that did any damage. It probably stunned the SU though. That's the 2-minute warning, and that one landed nearby. I'm pretty sure that was from the 58. Oh, and that was the Sheridan. Oh, rather not the Sheridan, the T-49, ending the convoy. And there's the SU-14, and he's... Oh, no, he's been taken out. He's been killed by the Batchat. And there's only one remaining enemy left, and that's a T-92 HMC, and we haven't seen him yet. So he must be over in this corner of the map. Must be over here. Talon's pre-aiming. He's trying to locate him. He might be in the dip actually in A1. I suspect he's down there. That's why they haven't found him. They'll probably sight him. That's the 1 minute clock. T-49's had a quick look. Doesn't appear to be anybody there. Now, is he over in this corner? He's certainly moved. The IS-3 is looking over in the northeast corner. Doesn't appear that he's in sight. He's managed to give them all the slip. 23 seconds to go. Oh, there he is. He's actually on the east side of the map. Oh, not for long though. The bat chat was quick on the draw and took him out. Okay, let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. And it's the second class tanker for Talon 1958 and the GW Tiger P. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11 in that battle. And he picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently destroyed by other members of his team. And we can see them all listed there. On team score, well, if we look at team score, he came 6th on damage with 1,520 hit points. Unfortunately, he came well down the table when it came to kills because he didn't get any at all. But that didn't matter because his base XP was in 4th place, 908 base experience points. And if we look at detail report, he fired 8 rounds, got 1 direct hit, 1 penetration, 8 splash damage. Damage of 1,520 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 of the enemy but killed none of them. But he did get damage assistance of 261 hit points, but a whopping great 2,415 stun assistance off 9 stuns. And most of that was from the Type 5 Heavy. And he actually did the right thing to aim for the rock face to reflect the stun energy onto the Type 5 without actually harming his teammates who are nearby. If he'd actually aimed for the Type 5, he might have actually missed the Type 5 and the stun might have reflected onto his teammates instead. So he did make the right choice there. On a premium account, he earned 49,193 credits, and there's a Holy Ops bonus in there as well. And after ammunition resupply, which is really fairly cheap, fairly expensive for the GW, it's actually 2,080 per shell for the HE. He's still left with 45,835 credits spare to take away, and he received 1,362 XP, and there's a Holiday Ops bonus in there as well, and he had a personal reserves going, so he took away 4,454 XP in total. So that's certainly going to make his training bounce. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.